How's it going? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Little Thing Called Life with Gus. Today, I really want to help out everyone in my personal LinkedIn connection, all my family and friends that have been wanting to get going with AI, but have just been overwhelmed. Last week, I spent over 5 hours drilling into how I can help take away the overwhelming of AI in order to exponentially help you simplify how to become more efficient with it today. Don't worry, in this crazy AI age world, I promise I won't let you get behind. All right, let's get into it. I made this video to share the main 5 key takeaways from the AI courses and videos that I've personally watched, what I've taken away from them. So by the end, you will be able to understand exactly what you need to get going with AI. And overall, obviously, I'm in the sales enablement industry. So for all your sales enablement professionals out there, this is gonna help you get going with AI and how you can personally apply it to various sales enablement initiatives. Takeaway number 1. Broadly speaking, there are 3 types of AI tools out there. First, standalone tools are AI-powered software designed to work independently with minimal setup. This category includes general purpose chatbots like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity, as well as specialized apps like Spyco, Otter AI, Midjourney, and Gamma. Although they serve completely different needs, all these tools are classified as standalone because it can be accessed directly through their website or apps and can be used without integration, without other software. This is the contrast to the second category of tools, which is integrated AI features. Integrated AI features, which refers to built-in enhancements within a particular piece of software. For example, after drafting up a post on Google Docs, I can either copy and paste this text over to a standalone app like ChatGPT to improve my writing, or I can use this built-in or integrated Gemini for Workspace AI feature to make adjustments. Another example would be if I can either use Midjourney as a standalone tool to generate images for presentations, or I can create an image directly within Google Slides by using, again, Gemini for Workspace. In these instances, ChatGPT, Midjourney are standalone AI tools, and Docs and Google Slides, Google Sheets, those are tools with integrated AI features. Third, a custom AI solution is an application that's tailor-made to solve a specific problem. For instance, Johns Hopkins University developed an AI system with the sole objective of detecting sepsis. This custom AI solution, it improved diagnostic accuracy from 2 to 5% to an average of 40%. And if you're like me and have no technical background, you might think of custom AI solutions are extremely technical and probably never had to use them in the workplace. In reality, the opposite is true, because well-designed custom AI solutions should require little to no technical know-how. For example, when I was in the sales team, I managed over 200 clients every quarter, and performing research on every single one was obviously time-consuming. Nowadays, there are custom AI solutions that can ingest all that information, those 200 clients, taking into account factors like seasonality, historical data, and industry trends, and rank those clients by how likely they are to need assistance, helping the salesperson prioritize their time more efficiently. The second learning from this course is a prompt engineering tip, and it's to surface the implied context. To illustrate this, imagine your vegetarian friend asks you for restaurant recommendations. You instinctively reply with vegetarian-friendly options, even if your friend doesn't explicitly say, "Hey idiot, make sure it's vegetarian." Here, the fact that your friend is vegetarian is implied in the context and needs to be explicitly stated when communicating with AI tools, just like ChatGPT and Google Gemini. Another example might be that you're preparing to negotiate a raise with your boss. You know in your head that last year you received a 10% increase, and this year the highest performer on the team in the industry average is around 12% increase, so you decided to ask for a 15% raise. If you leave out all that implied context when brainstorming negotiating techniques with an AI tool, you'll receive a lower quality, aka more generic output. Number 3, know when to use zero-shot and few-shot prompting. In a nutshell, the word shot just simply means examples. Zero shot means you use a prompt with no examples. One shot means that you include one example, and few shot means you include two or more examples. For instance, a zero shot example might look something like, write an elevator pitch for an upcoming potential meeting with a client. In a one-shot prompt, it would write me the elevator pitch for a potential client. For example, if your buddy's more tenured and has been working in sales for longer, he's defined and tried and has probably a better reference example of an elevator pitch that maybe you can start using. So maybe a better way to go about it is reference this elevator pitch my friend used that worked well for him, and simply all you do is just include the elevator pitch that your friend wrote. A few shot prompt will look the same as the one shot with just two or more examples of successful elevator pitches. And as you can imagine, the more relevant examples that you provide the AI tool, the more relevant the output. Takeaway number 4, use chain of thought prompting for complex tasks. I'm looking to talk about this concept in more upcoming videos, but I really like this simple and straightforward definition from Google's course. When you divide a single task into more manageable steps, you help the large language model produce accurate and more consistent results. A relatable real-world example would be writing a cover letter. Option 1, you share your current resume and the job description with the chatbot and just prompt it to write you a cover letter. Option 2, with the chain thought prompting, you break the largest task, writing an entire cover letter, into manageable steps with just one being, based on my resume, the job description, write an attention-grabbing hook for my cover letter, and then after making some minor tweaks, the hook paragraph, which would be step 2, would be pasting that back in to the chatbot and asking it for the body paragraph. And all you would simply do is just rinse and repeat for the closing paragraph. Takeaway number 5. Takeaway number 5 is a topic that many of us including myself, we tend to kind of overlook when using AI tools, and it's to kind of understand the limitations of AI. First, the underlying data that is used to train AI models may be biased if a text to an image model is only trained on minimalistic graphics. It might not produce flashy and bold designs. Second, there simply wasn't enough information in the source training data on a given topic, and many AI models have a cutoff date. So if you ask for something that happened recently, it won't have enough data on that topic to give you an accurate answer. Last but not least, I've been an early adopter of AI, and I have played with a plethora of different AI tools and productivity tools. But finally, hallucinations are AI outputs that are straight up factually inaccurate, and sometimes this is a feature and not a bug when you're brainstorming new ideas. For example, other times hallucinations perpetuate false information, so you definitely want to double check your answer for what I call high stake tasks. For example, what sort of supplement or vitamin to take for your health goals? So there you are. You have 5 basic steps to take down the overwhelming barriers that are preventing you from getting going with AI. I've also included 3 different Google Docs that for your profession might be useful to you. So if you're in marketing, if you're in sales, just check them out. You can copy and paste them directly into your LLM, and then you can apply the principles that we spoke of today, like chunking the data, and instead of asking this huge prompt, you kind of just start out with a piece, and then you respond and you grow with the second piece, and then that way you get better outputs. Thanks again for tuning in to an episode of Little Thing Called Life with Gus. If you guys have any other tools or any recommendations of topics that you want me to cover, let me know in the description below, and have a great day. Take care. Whoosh.